Hey, what's up guys? SkillsWG here and welcome back to another Like a Diamond video. Today we are going to go over how to dodge read like a diamond. Alright, so dodge reading. Let's go over what dodge reading is. So dodge reading is figuring out what your opponent, where your opponent will dodge after like an attack. So let's just put this bot here on dodge react in random. So it's after an attack like this, where are they going to go so you can punish that dodge read, okay? So, and the reading, so that's a dodge. The reading is actually figuring out where they're going and punishing that dodge. So if they do something like a neutral, and there's a punish for you, okay? So that's dodge reading in its simplicity, or like understanding it. Now, trying how to do this and how to get better at it is kind of difficult, but once you get to learning it, and learning your weapons and stuff like that, it gets a little bit easier. So let's just start off with figuring out when to dodge read and how to dodge read. So most weapons in the game have what they call like string starter moves that result in the opponent being able to dodge out of it. Okay, so for one example, sidelight on spear is a dodge, a string starter, because it hits no matter what their health is. It'll hit them in the same spot every time, or at least relatively close into the same spot every time. So a little bit more damage, a little bit higher up. So not much different. This happens. So in gauntlets, it's the sidelight. The reason that these are the combo or the string starters and not a combo starter is because no matter how fast you hit it, after the sidelight, there's no move that makes it, you're always going to hit it. Okay, so if you hit sidelight, you're never going to hit neutral light if they dodge on time. They always have a dodge frame. So let's go over here. So stun. So just like that, they just won't be able to hit it. And if the dodge is off, you have that dodge window of 3, which means that you're just not, they have that ability to dodge for 3 frames. So these are just for these two weapons, spear and gauntlets. Other weapons like sword sidelight, you have cannon sidelight, and blasters neutral light. You know, they all have no true follow-ups, but they all have the ability to be dodged out of and follow up with a dodge read. So let's start. Dodge read. How do we figure out how this opponent that we're gonna fight is gonna dodge read out of? And this is also based out of just one ability. You can dodge read out of anything, right? If you do a down air and they do another down read, you can still dodge out of it. It's just easiest to dodge read beginner out of a simple string starter like this, right? That's a simple way to dodge read. So when you come to your opponent, let's start with like the early, easier dodge reads. A lot of opponents like to dodge in after they get hit. So let's make this guy dodge to the left. So when you do a sidelight, instead of doing this, which you're maybe taught to do, you will always miss and they will always dodge in. Right? So what do you do differently? What do you do differently? Well, if you expect that dodge read, dodge it in, you're gonna do maybe a turnaround like this. All right? And then if you do it right, which I'm not doing very good here, you can do a double like that. That is your follow-up for that. There's two different types of dodge reads. There's the hard dodge read, which is like, you know they're going to dodge in the specific position and you're going to get the most damage out of that. And then there's the soft dodge reads, which is like maybe the neutral air here, right? If you do the neutral air after a sidelight, it'll hit both spot dodge and dodge in. So if we do the same thing with a neutral, it'll hit them also, okay? But you won't get a lot more combos off of it, if that makes sense. So soft dodge read gets more chances to hit them with multiple dodges, and a hard dodge reads is like one dodge, but you do a lot more damage off of it. You have to kind of go off your weapons. There's nothing specific on what is going to work as a dodge read. So if I do this, oh, okay, he's doing neutral, right? I could do something like that. That could be my dodge, or that could be my dodge read, or I could do something like this. So, something to follow up like that. Strings are not meant to be the same thing. If you hit a down light, you're always going to do a side air because it's a true combo on spear. But if you do a side light, you can do so many different things. Look at that. That was also a dodge read. Just different things that you can do. So it's not what I'm showing you. You have to kind of make up what you're going to do yourself. And one of the things that, is downlight is like one of the best ways to go on for a specific dodge read, a hard dodge read like this. So now you're asking, well, how do I know this guy is gonna dodge like this? How do I figure out how my opponent will dodge? Well, that's what makes it really tough. Early on, people have not very good moves. They're kind of slower, and their dodges are very similar because their muscle memory is to do that. That's why I said a lot of lower level people, when they learn to dodge, they dodge in or they dodge down. A lot of people dodge in. When I mean dodging in is when they attack you. When you attack them, they dodge through your body. So he was here, and then he went over to this side. That is what dodging is. Okay, and a lot of people do that. So if I was to attack him this way, he would dodge in to the right. That's what dodging in is. So a lot of people do that. Now, how do I find out if my opponent is doing that and how to punish that? So what I do is when I play a game, you'll see me, I'll do some of these combo starters. I'll do two different things. I'll either just go for the attack, and if I hit it, I know he dodged in. If I expected him to dodge away, and I didn't do that, boom, like that, I expected him to dodge away over here, but he dodged in, I'm like, okay, try to keep that in my mind. After I did a side light, he dodged in. So next time I do that, I could do something like this. Now I know this because of a lot of practice with weapons, or if you're like working on your specific weapon, I know that if he dodges in, I could do something like that. I could do a couple different things. I've worked on how they're gonna dodge in, and what you do is you grab your weapon, whatever it is, to make them to dodge to the left or the right, wherever side you're gonna do it, and just do this attack, and then see what you're gonna do. Okay, you're gonna dodge in, boom, something simple like that. What am I gonna do next? What happens if they dodge down? Right? So this is what I like to do if they dodge down. Also a pretty crazy, combo right there. Look at that. That's all true after that, except for that last one was a little slow. But I know this because of practicing it, okay? So you got to get into this and you have to practice it. So after, back to how do I know what to do? So if I do a side light and I miss, I try to keep that mental image in. Like, okay, he's dodged in. Maybe I'll try it again. Maybe I'll do the same thing and I'll pretend he's going to dodge away. And if he dodges in twice, that means he's probably going to dodge in through me a lot of times. So that means next time I do a side light, or most moves, look at that. He dodged in, right? So I did a side light or a side air. Boom, I punished him because I expected him to dodge in. But if I do a side light, now I know I could do something like this to punish his dodge in because I've seen him do it a couple times. And then the game gets harder. You've seen your opponent do it, and you've hit him a couple times. And if you're a lower elo person, they might figure it out and they might not. They just get bopped by it a lot. But if you're getting a little bit higher up there, they'll be like, okay, it's time for me to do something different. When you are early elo, most people dodge up, down, left, right. Not down, right, up, left. They don't do that often. They're still getting used to this stuff. So let's say they start, okay, I need to get away from this guy. So you're pulling off your combo. You're expecting them to dodge in, and then they change it up. Okay, they go up. Now what do I do? Boom. There you go. See? I've had practice with spear to know these dodges. So I know what I'm going to do if they dodge up. Knowing what you're going to do with each specific dodge is extremely helpful for your weapon. So I would start off by learning the basics. Learning what will I do if the guy dodges up? Okay? That sounds like a cool string. I'll do that. If I dodge up, I'm going to try to do that. If they dodge away, let's do away. We haven't done away yet. I'll do something like that. See, that didn't work, so let's try this. There we go, a little bit better, right? Actually, I could probably do, let's see, try to do something like this. Boom, boom. Yeah, perfect. That's what I'll do if they dodge away. You know what, if they dodge away, maybe I'll do something like this. A nair, because that'll hit more than just one area. That's my soft dodge read. Okay, if I have a hard dodge read and a soft dodge read. Perfect, right? And then I can recover after. Those are the ideas that you have to go through your weapon and figure things out what you want to do. You can watch pros and stuff, watch them dodges, but their dodges are a little more crazy than early elo. Or you watch some of my gameplay. You'll see a lot if you watch some of my gameplay. Then I'm like, okay, this guy is dodging in. He will get punished very hard, and a lot of times he does. Now let's just take a different weapon, for example. Let's take a different weapon. The exact same thing, right? I remember I said sidelight is the way to go. So if they dodge in, I've seen this guy, I've done this multiple times and I've missed my attack, but I've seen they've dodged in every time. Watch, I'm gonna do this. Right, that is my combo there. Maybe I can even do something like, let me try that again. I can do boom, boom. Something like that. Look how high he is. He got a lot of damage on him. All right, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Now you've watched them, you've missed, you've done this, and now you're missing your attack because they start dodging down. Okay, what gauntlets? What are you gonna do with gauntlets? Here you go. Here we go. We're gonna do gauntlets here, right? Oh, he's beating me to it. There, something like that, right? That is what you're gonna do for a gauntlets down air, or a down dodge. Now this is just based on a lot of practice with, using these weapons and learning the dodge reads. So learn those, and then watch your opponent. Watch your opponent and how they're dodging. So one thing you can do, instead of missing your attacks, like I said at the beginning, like I like to guess where they're gonna go at the beginning and try to do my dodge read. But one thing you could do is instead do your sidelight, or with gauntlets, do your sidelight what you expected, and just see what they're gonna do. Okay, try to back away after you do the sidelight. What they're gonna do? Oh, it looks like they're gonna down dodge. I know what to do next, right? This won't. Here's the problem with dodge reading: is this won't always work. If you find somebody that does different dodges all the time, you're gonna have to figure out what to do next. So, what this guy's gonna do? What now? So, boom. If he dodges down 3 times in a row, and then you go to try to fix it, right? And he doesn't do that. Now you're just messing up. Oh, he dodged to the left. Now he's gonna dodge to the right. This happens a lot. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna kind of go with it. As long as what you can do, if he does it multiple different times all the time, is you can try to go based on what you're just kind of guessing based on your knowledge of your strings of the weapon. So like if I do this, that's my sidelight dodge away read, right? Is gravity cancel, neutral light, or gravity cancel sidelight, like that. So if he does, let's put him on, if he dodges down, right, that is just a random guess. If he was to dodge down that time, and then he dodged left and I expected it down. Now, where do you think he's gonna go? Up, right? You just don't know. So you're gonna go based on your guess. So last time he went left, what if I guessed he went right? And then all of a sudden I got him in a string. You have to kind of guess where they're gonna go when they do it random like that. That's just based on my knowledge. If he's doing it different ways, just go on what your knowledge of your strings are and kind of guess where he's gonna go. If I do a lot of, when I do spear, I do a lot of sidelight like that. That kind of hit him, it barely hit him, but it kind of hit him. Sidelight is very punishable, so it's not the best thing to do, but I do a lot of it, and it does punish people pretty hard when it comes to dodge reads. But if they do differently every time, maybe I'll mix it up and I'll just do something like that. Or like I said before, I'll do a jump nair. If I expected to dodge in, I'll just do a jump nair and spot. Those are just a bunch of ideas that you could do to get better at dodge reading. Now the one little bit bigger difference is the neutral dodge. Now neutral dodge it's not really that different. The only difference is it lasts a little bit longer, right? So if I just look at that. See, if I was to do a normal quick dodge like that, or a quick attack like that, because of it's such long frames that it has, there's two things you can do with a neutral dodge. Is you can do a signature, because most signatures will punish it because they're a little bit slower. Or here, let's see if I did a neutral light followed by a sig. See how the sig hit? But if I was to do, that doesn't really good. If I was to do a light attack after, you know, with a dodge really quick, then they could punish it. But there's two things you can do, like I said. The signature, or you can just do a wait a second. Just wait a second. Just wait a second. It's hard to do. It took me a long time to get used to doing the reads like that. The spot dodge reads. You just literally just have to wait, because after they dodge, there's nothing they can do. So, because if I was to do it like this, ooh, that does hit. It has got a long active frame, so it could hit. Yeah, see, if I do it really quick like that, it doesn't actually hit them. So what do? You gotta wait. It's a weird thing to get used to, but just so you know, you have to be a little more cautious with the spot dodges, because they can get into position to punish you. So next time you get into your game, we'll go to your weapon, figure out what your like starting move is that you're gonna work on. And once you hit your opponent, try to figure out what they're gonna do. Spear and gauntlets are pretty easy. Let's go over a different weapon just to show you the difference. All right, here we go. We are with Volkov here. So now we have scythe and axe. So what's scythe? Scythe is literally every attack. So you have a downlight where they're gonna, oh, there's a dodge, and you can punish them like that. Scythe is like one of the best for string weapons because certain moves will just always string into each other. So I would say neutral light is one of the big ones. Side light without input. That's where you kick them up like that. This is side light with input to the side, but if they have higher health, they'll go flying further. So side light without that. Neutral light is a really good one. Sometimes down air, depending on their health. And even down light. Where are they gonna go after that? Okay. So all of those are string starter moves. What are they gonna do? Right, something like that. So if I run up to somebody and I do this, and they're going to neutral dodge. What do I do? That's my follow-up, just like that, something like that, right? So you've got to go through each one of those, try to figure out which one to do. Start small. If you're gonna start early, start small, and then go harder after that. Like go to all the other ones after that. Just start off with side light with scythe. What are you gonna do after side light? What are you gonna do? He's gonna dodge like that. You know, after that, he's gonna jump probably. I like to do this string right here. That's pretty cool. I like to do that a lot. That's pretty fun to do, something like that. Okay, and then there's axe. What is axe? See, now that's a true combo right there. That's a true combo. That will almost always hit. That's not a starter move, right? So some starter move is a down air. It could be a down air. They do something like that, right? I do that a lot. Boom. I hit them with a down air, falling down here, and what are they gonna do? That's a string. See, that started off with a string. That's based on a dodge down. You know, they could, if they jump up a lot. Oops. They dodge up. You can do something like that. Something simple, you know, that's axes a lot of range moves, so you could like hit a lot of places. Dodge up even. So it's just part of learning your weapon, what you're gonna do after a dodge read. That is how that's what you do to learn dodge reads, and then you have to watch your opponents. Literally, you have to watch your opponents. It's very hard to get used to, but that is one thing you do to get better at knowing what your opponent will do after you attack. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please hit the like button down below. If you have any questions in the comments, please put them down there. I'll try to answer them whenever I can, and other people could try to help you too in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Peace.